Midori Tajiri-Byrd, and I'm a makeup artist in New Orleans. I'm also a performer and costumer. I was always that kid who wanted to put makeup on people. People in my family don't really wear a lot of makeup, but I was really interested in the transformation of things in theater and old Hollywood pictures. And I loved the idea that you could transform yourself in any way. So I was always the kid with the big dress-up box of costumes and things, and trying to do very avant-garde makeup on myself when I was a kid, and confused of like, why can't I wear these tribal stripes to church? Like, it looks good. So I would think I was already interested in costuming growing up, and it naturally translated into makeup because as an artist I just wanted to play with it. So I was always that kid. When I moved to New Orleans, my company closed my department, and so I was already here, and I thought, let me give myself a year to do all the creative things that I love to do and see if I can make a living doing it. So I started just, like most people here, just doing a bunch of gigs and little projects and creative stuff. And I just thought, you know, I'm just gonna put a lot of pots on to boil, and whichever one's cooking is the one we're gonna do. And it just turned out that makeup was the thing that most people wanted. So within a year, it was enough that I could really reasonably make it into a job, and I've been doing it ever since. I've been working a lot with some of the awesome folks at NOLA Fashion Week for a few years. So sometimes we get to do shows with them or photo shoots. It's really great. It's a lot of fun. So there's a lot of variety. But I have a lot of friends also in town who work with the film industry, who strictly work with film. I tend to work less with film and more with still photography, and then individuals. And then another thing I love to do that I've been doing more of lately is doing classes, teaching either professionals or just lay people, everyday people, how to do makeup and do fun makeup on themselves or other people, and that's been really, really fun. I started out hiring myself for the kind of projects that I wanted to do. And I think even now, you know, keeping a portfolio fresh is important. So if you aren't being hired for the types of things that you want to see in your portfolio, just make your own so that you have that, and hire yourself for the things you want, and you'll have the experience of doing them. And when I say hire yourself, I mean, like, you know, obviously it means you're doing it for free, or you're bartering or collaborating with friends and other artists, but you create the project for yourself. Being an artist in New Orleans, obviously we know it's a creative city, but I was thinking the other day, beyond just being creative and innovative, it's the most encouraging city. It's encouraging because there's a lot of DIY culture, and people encourage each other to just participate. Even if you don't think of yourself as a creative, you don't think of yourself as an artist, we encourage each other to go for it. Even if it's not totally your thing, whether it's music or art or whatever, or your neighbor glues glitter and macaroni to his front porch, you're like, go on, Mr. Jones, that's an awesome front porch. Like, we encourage each other to do it. Or we see each other's, you know, Mardi Gras costumes and stuff. People are, you know, when you know someone is doing their best and being creative and coming out of the box and doing whatever, how great is it to see each other trying? And people will encourage each other for just trying, and I think that's fantastic. So I have the ability now to work in the salon setting at Embodiment, which I love. It's a beautiful spa with a great atmosphere, and I can do beautiful spa work there and brides, and I can treat them really well. Or I can go to a photo shoot with a, you know, crazy artist or awesome designers and work on location and things. So it gives me a lot of variety. Anybody can learn to do anything. Putting on makeup is just muscle training like anything else. It helps to have a good eye, it helps to have an artistic eye, but if you're training to do something with sports, you know, you weren't born knowing how to throw a javelin, but you figured it out. So if you are born with a creative ability to understand colors and composition, you have an edge over learning to make something beautiful in that way. But can someone who doesn't think of themselves as creative or artistic learn how to do a really great smoky eye? Sometimes those people are better because they don't have a fixed vision of how things are supposed to look artistically, and sometimes those people can come up with really cool avant-garde creative ideas that we would have never thought of. So people who want to learn to do it, who think that they're not good or well suited for a creative field of whatever that is, like makeup, don't second guess yourself, because you might end up being better in a totally different way than you thought. You know, my mantra every morning that I say is that I want to be happy and fulfilled in a creative career that I love. So for me, it's more important to be the kind of artist that I want to be and create the kind of work that I want than it is to have a specific goal of traditional career things like a business or a brand name or a makeup line or anything like that. Focusing on the creative arts that I'm doing and what's making me happy and what's making the people that I love happy. I think the most important thing is to be really resilient. You can apply that to almost any type of job, not just a creative one. But because of that, I don't let setbacks just completely ruin me. There'll always be disappointments that happen throughout your career or unexpected things that you just have to roll with. And that's why I say you can always make any situation into a positive if you find a way to make it work for you.